Hey folks, welcome to Burl Sports. Get rolling here in just a minute after make sure everything is coming through all right. Hope you all are doing well. It's good to be back. All right, looking good on Facebook. See if we're coming through on YouTube here. Cool. Looks like we're here on YouTube as well. Not quite the way I had set it up, but hopefully folks are going to find us. Good deal. What's up, Derek, Steve? Good to see you all in the chat. I've missed you all too. It's been a wild summer. We'll take just a couple minutes and catch you all up while we wait on folks to get in here to the live stream. If you don't know, which a lot of people saw the post I made in the private Facebook group for regular participants, but well, you're not totally wrong, Steve. Um, Here, I'll tweet out a new link. Because the link I emailed doesn't seem to be working. So let me email that too. If you just go straight to my page, you see that the live stream's there and it's not a big deal. But if you are only using the link I sent, then that's problematic. So I'll get that link emailed out to folks so we get everybody joining us. But yeah, so my family, so wife and 3 kiddos, we took a really extended trip to Italy. I worked a little bit of the day job there, advantages of remote work. But that's why we had kind of the prepackaged set breaks roll in while I was out. And a buddy of mine helped out with the shipping of those. So we could keep some things rolling, but appreciate all your patience, all you who bought into those. Good stuff. It was really a trip of a lifetime. Got to see all the major sites. Got to eat a ton of pizza, pasta, gelato, lots of good seafood. Good stuff all around. It was a ton of fun. But I did miss you all. I'm glad to be able to be here with you tonight. Got a fun 66 tops set break. And looks like we got a few more people popping on here. But because of the extended travels this summer, some of you asked me if I'm going to be making it to the National. I'm not. Just too many moving parts trying to get the kids back ready for school. And I gotta keep those priorities there. But yeah, getting wound up for school when we never really wound down because we left like a couple of days before their school year was actually over. So that was, yeah, it's been a whirlwind tour of the summer, but no national for me. I'm gonna make it to the Memphis Card Show in a couple of weeks, and then definitely doing the big show in Nashville in October. So some good stuff coming up there. Hey, Christian, good to see you in the chat too, man. Right. Um, so what we'll do our randomization. It's a 66, so let's see. Just a quick reminder, a lot of you are repeats from our bygone days of a couple months ago. But a few of you are new, so I'll do a quick rundown. 598 cards in the set. Every spot gets a card. If you got 10 spots, you'll get 10 cards. We'll randomize the list of names. We'll paste that right next to the checklist. So whoever comes out in spot number 1 gets Willie Mays. Whoever comes out in spot number 2 gets Ted Abernathy, and so on. We won't read all 598 names. We'll read the biggest hits, show those on the live stream, and then I'll post the full list as soon as the broadcast is over, so you can see exactly what you get, and go ahead and mark those off your checklist. Yeah, absolutely, Dan. The high numbers in 66 are tough, particularly the short printed ones. I've pulled a few of those for us to look at, but a lot of those high numbers are sought after for our set building friends. All right, this now comes the time where we are going to do the randomization magic, and I need your help. So let's do between or including 6 and 12. Give me a number in the chat. That's how many times we'll randomize our list. Oh, what has happened to their website? Oh, nothing. Good. I love websites that haven't changed in 30 years. They make me happy. All right, third number in the chat. How many times we'll randomize this list between or including 6 and 12? All right, Derek's in first. Couple more, and we'll get this random going. Thanks, Christian. Thanks, Steve. So 11 randoms it is. Steve was the third one through. Congrats to Grandpa Lit, maybe, on Twitter for winning or X for winning the free spot in this one. Burl Sports in all those places. There's one random. Sorry, I got distracted by the. I forgot where we were in the chat. 1, 2, 11. Okay, 11 randoms coming your way. Short-term memory's going, folks. All right, 2. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, Steven's on top. Stephen Morehouse with Daniel Lynch on bottom. All right, and then I will shift the view around here just so we can see the cards a little better. Yeah, absolutely. Big loss with Hulk Hogan. Lots of losses over the summer. Yeah, for sure. All right, where's my other? Scene. Oh, there we go. We can see the cards now. Right about that, Dan. You are right about that. All right. Willie Mays up first. Going to Stephen Morehouse. Nice hit there, Stephen. Giants were NL runners-up in 1966. Pete Rose, next hit. Card number 30. Going to Steve Strauss. Nice looking Rose. Really nice set overall. Mantle here looks to be 3 or 4, depending on the mood of the grader. Crease free, just edge and corner wear. Card number 50 on the Mick. Going to Kevin Kelly. Nice hit, Kevin. Well, I'll leave Mick there. It's good. Good eye candy. All right, Yaz. Up next, card number 70. Going to James Hook. I'll say I'm definitely out of my rhythm. We've been doing these set breaks almost 11 years, and I've never gone more than, I don't think I've gone more than like 2 weeks without a break in probably 10 years. So we moved to weekly pretty quickly, and I take a couple weeks at Christmas every now and then, but other than that, it's been pretty much every week for a long time. So 2 months has messed with my mojo, but we'll get back in the swing of things. Tony Perez up next, going to Michael Sardone. I like the Perez. Got the rookie trophy, fielding pose, and we've got a little bit of ads on the wall in the background, which I always like background stuff, you know that. All right, Dick Allen going to Doug Stefano. Luis Aparicio, card number 90. Going to Jeffrey Tomlin. There you go, Jeff. I feel it, man. I mean, Greg, you and Derek, Roy, I mean, all you guys in the chat, Steve, y'all been a part of these breaks for a long time, so it's weird when I don't get to talk to y'all every week. Buck Belters, going to Chris Gungy. Koufax, card number 100, going to James DeLong. This Koufax is really nice. It's off center, but it's a really sharp card. Nice card there for you, James. Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub, going to Paul Gannum. 110. Killebrew, 120. Going to James DeLong. Well, Harmon. It's got a little mark on him I didn't see before. We'll need to replace him. Sorry about that. Lou Brock. Going to Christian Wagner. There's old Lou. Jim Palmer, rookie. Going to Kevin Casper. Good call out, Jeff. Joe Torre. Going to Jeffrey Tomlin. Cepeda. Going to Brent Page. Joe Morgan. So jumping up a little ways to 195. Morgan going to Roy Letbetter. Beautiful centering on this one. Rookie trophy. Ed Matthews is 200. Going to Kevin Kelly. Fair point, Dan. Fair point. Does make his way into the leaders still. All right, James Chew snagging National League batting leaders. Three pretty top-notch National Leaguers there. Clemente, Aaron Mays. Show pitching leaders as well. This one is National League strikeout, so that's 225. Of course, lots of these Hall of Famers in the leaders cards. Koufax and Gibby, along with Bob Veal. Going to Jason Taylor. All right, another rookie card. This one's Fergie Jenkins, 254. Going to Fred Mastretta. Nice Fergie. Again, somewhere around a 4, maybe a 5. Nice looking card. Lee Stargell's 255. Very next card, going to Roy. Don Sutton, rookie, 288. Going to Michael O'Leary. Yeah, I was hoping Mike would be in the chat tonight, but haven't seen him say anything yet if he's here. Nice Sutton rookie. Now the Dodgers runners up. Made it to the World Series, but fell short to the Orioles in 1966. Ron Santo going to James Chew. National League MVP, though, was Roberto Clemente. Clemente, card number 300, going to James DeLong. James, the big break so far. Congrats, James. Another good hit. And we have our other MVP winner, National League, or sorry, American League MVP winner. It's 310. Going to Mike Heffelfinger, the old Frank Robinson. Exactly. We got to know how Mike's cats are doing, how his foot's doing. Frank also was World Series MVP. Big year. Gibby, 320, going to James Chew. Nice Gibson there for you, James. With Roger Maris next. He's 365. Going to Kevin Kelly. Second hit for you there, Kevin. Let's see, 386. Gil Hodges going to Paul Gannum. Jim Bunning, 435. Now sometimes I miss stars as I roll through a set and pull them out, so there are definitely other stars. Minor. Sometimes I miss a major one, but try to get all those. Bunning going to Chris Gongi. But I say that to say, like, Don Drysdale here. Don't overlook him if you just don't hear your name read. Just because I didn't pull him, Brian, he's a goodie. But that's especially true as we get up to the high numbers, like I mentioned earlier. Some of those high numbers are particularly tough, and they don't need to just be thrown in a common bin because set builders for sure want them. And looks like I got Al Kaline out of order here. 410. Did I miss the free spot? I sure did. There's the free spot. Snagged the Ernie Broglio. Do get on those free spot giveaways. Somebody's got to win it. Might as well be entered. James Hook snagging the K line. But yeah, engagement on the social media giveaways was down this time. It's probably just because I haven't done a lot in a while. I think we had 180 entries. Back in May, I think we had been averaging around like 350, somewhere in there. So now's the time to enter, as folks have gotten out of the habit. The algorithms aren't quite showing them as much. So Jim Cott going to Christian. Another really nice card is Tony Oliva. It's a great pose, great picture, colors pop for Al Godwin there. I'll jump all the way up to card number 500. Hammer and Hank Aaron. Quinton James DeLong. James with another big hit. Big night for James. Nice clean Aaron. All right, so we'll be looking at high numbers now. I should have pulled Wilhelm, but I didn't. So Todd, that's a decent one. But twins is the first high number we'll look at. Oops, 526, going to Patrick Sturgeon. Twins is short print. Yeah, I agree, Steve. The design is not my favorite, but it has some great photography. Really enjoy the photographs in the 66. Hall of Fame high number here, Robin Roberts. Not a short print, but not a bad one to hit there, Christian. Denny McLain is a short print for you, Todd. Pretty tough card. Um, McCovey's another one. Going to James. James still continuing the hit. For whatever reason, I don't find McCovey as tough to find as, McLean or Billy Williams, which we're going to look at next. And again, a lot of these are short prints through here. I'm not even showing you all the short prints, but Billy Williams going to Jeffrey Tomlin. Tigers, another tough card. Going to Greg. You go, Greg. The bane of most people's 66 set build. And Grant Jackson going to James DeLong. James bought a huge portion of this set, so it makes sense he got a lot of hits. But nice Grant Jackson there. Bart Shirley. Really tough card. Always drives me nuts, so I try to pick him up if I see him. But this one's particularly nice. And Dan called it earlier. Gaylord Perry, short print, Hall of Famer, last card in the set for Daniel Lynch. All right, folks, I do want to give you a little sneak peek just to wet your whistle for what's coming next week is a 52 Bowman set break. I haven't figured out what the price point's going to be yet, but only 2 graded cards, the Maze and the Mantle, but they're doozies. So beautiful 52 Bowman Mantle, PSA 5. And the Maze is a PSA 6. Of course, older grades, but still beautiful cards. So those will be in next week's set break. Going to do a football break to go along with it. Got some good football sets coming in. We'll be breaking kind of football every week for probably the next couple of months as long as they're selling. So some good football stuff on the horizon. Good stuff. But yeah, keep your eyes out. I'll be posting some more scans of these 52s to pump up the breaks for next weekend. But we'll get these sorted and shipped out. And remember, got all the set break repacks as well that are still available from this summer. So good stuff to be found. If you're heading to the National, enjoy it. It's the first one I'm not going to get to go to in a while. So I'll miss those of you who I've been meeting in person, and hope you have a great show and find some cool stuff for your collection. But that's all I got for tonight. This is Burl.